Okay. All right. So we should be good to go. Should be going live. I don't know if we are. I always hate
platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I for some reason have studio mode turned on, so it's like I see myself twice. I was like, no, none of that.
Sick.
That's
That's what the viewers want.
It's October 24th, 2017, episode 193, Golden Saucer podcast. Trying out a new video look this time. I sent a picture to Alf, but I'll put it in the main big boy chat.
Ooh. Let me open my phone up.
Yeah. So get ready for that.
Yeah, I guess I could just look at the stream. Don't
do that because that creates like all kinds of nonsense. But yeah, so it's Joey
and Kyle
and Alf.
Yay! So Alf and I were just talking about like how ways to already improve the improvement. So version is like a version 0.5, you know. So, so the downside is now like we do have like boxes around us. I don't even know if like I guess I can hold my hands up to show you approximately how much box you have. Like right there.
Yeah.
Right there. That's it. That's how much box you got. You can walk like an Egyptian and no one can see what you're doing. So if you want to do something, you have to literally do it right in front of your face.
Yeah, cool. This isn't terrible. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to like make us bigger because I felt like we had a lot of negative space around where we were. Yeah. And so like I was like, let me try this thing. But you know, Alf's over there and he just looks like,
I mean, but it's good commentary.
He's
negative space.
Negative space.
And it's just us. That's
all we have. Negative space, like right.
That's all we have to offer to the world, just negative space.
From here to here and all the way across, there's negative space.
Oh, there you go.
Alrighty. What's going on, gentlemen? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
It was fine.
Flew by, but yeah.
Really?
For me, at least.
Not me. Yeah, just regular speed week.
Oh, just regular speed?
Yeah, just we by at the normal progression of time.
We had our glorious public free speech event over the week. And, and then you know
that shit show happened. I live 3 minutes.
Yeah, you live like right around the corner from that. Like so, like how was that for you? Like,
I took a normal commute is like a 5-minute commute to work. This took me about almost half hour.
Okay,
going back home.
Did you like have to like loop around to go?
No, because they shut it off. They closed down.
Right, you should have had that side thing though.
What's that thing that we're talking about? Behind.
Right, where you were, they weren't even gonna let you out the front roads. You didn't have like the little side road. Did they have like a back filter that side, one of those side roads?
So I had to get on 34th, the main artery.
Right, that was closed.
Well, for through traffic as well.
Okay, so you had to get no traffic there. You were fine.
Yeah, but when it was like going there.
Yeah, but getting back.
Yeah, getting back was pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's why you don't go back.
Because the shopping center next to us.
You don't go back. You just don't. You stay. You stay at work.
Stay at work. Fuck it.
Yeah, your shop the shopping center right next to where you live
was
ground zero.
As I recall, there's a fucking Mario Odyssey demo in your place of work.
I was at Target and there was
this is my 40th attempt.
Yeah.
there's a.
You saw some people are speed running it.
Yeah.
They're putting GoPros on themselves and fucking recording themselves play.
Why not, man?
Get a job.
I told you.
Get a job.
There were people speed running the Breath of the Wild demo at E3. Just think about that. You had to wait in line 4 hours.
Oh my God,
to play it, and then there were people who were like, "I can do better."
Oh my God.
Gonna beat it.
Yeah, beat Calamity.
And Joey's just like, I climbed up this hill.
I got rolled down a rock.
Yeah.
So
set the stick on fire.
I made the little mushroom dance. I still haven't found the area where they put me in the game. Like it was like a weird little area. Like
what area are you talking about?
I've never been to the area where I was at when I played the demo at E3.
Oh,
interesting.
I mean,
the game's big.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like some random area of woods. So it's like maybe they moved 2 things and now I don't know.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just looking for a fucking unicorn.
Yeah. So, anyone have anything else interesting on the week?
Nope.
No.
I was basically us just like worrying about that shit, right? Like a lot of people were fucking.
The whites are at it again.
Bummed out.
I mean, there's an interesting story that came out of it. I was telling Kyle. So like,
there was one of the Nazis getting hugged by
there's a picture of a Nazi.
Is it true?
There's a picture of a Nazi getting punched.
That shit looked photoshopped. That's why. So that looked like this. Hi, I'm Dickie. I work at Dickie's, and
that really happened.
Photoshop Nazi here.
No, so that really happened. So that there was a guy in a like Nazi like swastika shirt, and he got punched. And then there's a video of him and one of the local African American gentlemen, and they're like hugging. And there's like a lot.
I saw the video. I saw that video.
So then today they ran an article in the paper about how they're buddies now. Like I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And the guy apparently got his teeth knocked out. And he's like, I'm not really. He's like, I used to be like a neo-Nazi, and I've been trying not to be a racist, and I've been changing my life.
Maybe don't wear a shirt with a swastika.
He said that he wore the shirt. Well, I mean, like this.
He's like, it's laundry day, guys. Come on.
I'm telling you what I'm going.
I never wear the swastika shirt.
He said he wore it there so that he could get a ticket, to guarantee himself to get a ticket to see the event. And so I was like, and I told everyone, like, I maybe the guy is telling the truth, but but why did he get punched?
Was he white?
Why did he get punched?
For wearing a swastika.
Right, but like you know, like I don't think that, like, you know, there had to be some provocation there, because a lot of the people on both sides were saying don't act unprovoked. So
I think this is going to a place you don't want to discuss.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So like I'm just saying, like they're like, why do you get punched? If he wasn't a Nazi,
my literally the only answer is because he was wearing a swastika.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. But the news has not said why he got punched.
If someone walked up to me and they were wearing a swastika, I might punch them.
Okay. Like, especially if you were at some kind of anti-Nazi rally.
Yeah, like that.
All right. Well, anyway, that's the local news. That's what we're dealing with around here.
But it's over and everyone's safe. There was very few.
I mean, are they going to?
There was a small shooting.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't sound small, but I don't think anybody was hurt, right?
No.
3 guys were arrested.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they fired into a crowd.
Yeah.
Which I'm fairly sure is you just go to jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
One already had an outstanding felony on him.
Yeah. So, the whole thing is ridiculous.
So yeah.
So like So
at one time they got their way, like they didn't let him talk, but at the same time it's like, man, they came off like sounding so childish sometimes, like blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Okay, all right.
Like, I mean, like,
but I get it. They got their message.
They
like,
exercised their free.
They exercised their right,
as much as anybody else did. Like,
and then that one white guy got so mad. Woo, he got mad. His jimmies were rustled. Yeah, he came in with like, "You're all disgusting pieces of shit."
Yeah.
Like,
oh man,
he like pushed Richard aside and just yelled at the crowd.
Don't you make me come down there.
He got angry, dude.
All right. Yeah. Well, like I said, we probably shouldn't dwell on this too much.
Yeah, whatever. It happened. He's gone.
Video games.
Ding bong,
still
which is dead.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about video games you've been playing. Alf, what you been playing? I want to hear about
it. Destiny 2.
Uh-huh.
For like one nightfall to help out a friend.
Oh yeah? With Batman?
Yes.
Batman.
I know. It's so cool. Oh my, what the fuck? South Park Fractured Butthole.
Oh yeah, you actually been playing that?
Yep.
Me too.
Did you get the $100 Steelbook edition with the
pillow?
No, it had a
It comes with a pillow.
No,
there's a beanie, the Coon beanie.
No, it has a pillow.
Don't care.
Sure.
No.
Okay, so
I don't want a season pass for a game that.
Why not?
It's already getting repetitive in a way. It's fun.
So you remember I was doing the same thing. How far are you? Like hours wise?
I don't know. If I have to say it off the top of my head, maybe 8.
Okay, so you guys are both further than me.
7, 8.
I'm at the part where I'm going around collecting abilities and stuff. Like, go to see.
If you're on
if you're on your character sheet, like, go see Mr. Mackey, so you can.
Yeah.
Are you cisgender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny, like when I told that I was white Irish. They there was like a small little blip with like eventually like you're going to bed and then your dad was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you we're proud Irish people." And then, like he went to bed. I was like, "That's what you get for picking Irish." Is like we're proud Irish folks. So.
Some of the commentary is funny, but some of them was like, all right.
So I was saying the same thing. Like I was like, I don't think that it's as witty as the first game.
It's not as witty. I don't think it is. I do like spontaneous bootay.
Spontaneous bootay was pretty funny.
I'm gonna sit across your head and make your eyes pop out.
Yeah.
I've not seen that yet.
I lost it laughing.
That whole strip club scene was very good.
It was done really good.
I think that this one is like the first half of the game is really playing it safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not willing to like put you in a position where you're having to dodge your father's ball sack. You know, like in the first game, like they're definitely like more reserved about like what they want to put on screen at first.
Yeah.
That being said, I think that it goes from a very low point and it builds. Like I am having more fun with it the more I play.
Yeah, I'm having more fun now. It feels like just the same.
And like originally, like
I don't like the
was,
walking. Oh my god.
Yeah,
that does need to run.
Good. Put more fast pass. Jesus.
Even just like a sprint would be good.
Yeah, dude. Jesus.
Maybe shit like a scooter or razor.
I want handy car.
I mean, if you could just play it ×2 speed, like it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, handy car would be
combat was like kind of obnoxious at first, and now I'm like really into it.
Well, I didn't get the timing at first because I picked Blaster. I don't know what class you picked at first.
Brutalist.
I was like, there's one move where you have to press X, and you have to time it.
Yeah,
and I was just like, why I keep failing? I was like, it has to be directly on. I didn't realize that's what it was.
I don't like that when even though you get it, it still gives you like an off color. It doesn't like there's only like fail and pass. There's no like, oh, you got no.
Yeah, it's either you crit or you didn't.
Right. There's no like oh, you got it in the orange zone. Next time, try to get closer to the green zone.
Yeah, it's literally just like you crit or you didn't.
Yeah.
The shits are shitting in toilets or like
that gets out. It gets insane. Yeah.
The whole thing's fun.
I don't know. I find it like again that's repetitive. I was like, all right.
When you start getting like level 4 toilets,
I got level 4 toilets, and I was like knocking mastery. Then again, maybe on my level, I'm Latin color, not black color.
No, so that has nothing to do with it. This has to do with.
Oh, it does. I thought the game got harder.
That has to do with how your character's treated.
Yeah, it has to do with how people talk.
I'm breezing through the toilet things like.
Yeah.
You're doing the one where you got to press up and down and spin a circle and press.
Yeah, I haven't failed
X and Y.
I haven't failed a single one, man. Maybe the first one because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Nope,
you can go back.
Even the first one.
No, well, I remember I didn't play Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth didn't have like that was just like mashing. It was just like mashing a button.
Oh, it had the same thing.
No, it was just like crapping. Like you're just.
I remember it had the toilet.
Oh, well, I failed the first one because I'm like, oh, what am I doing?
I remember because you got a little nugget to throw at somebody in combat and gross them out.
Oh yeah. You still have that. You still have you still collect the hazardous waste when you're done. You still get it. It's still put in your inventory.
But that's a crafting item now.
Yeah.
The one thing that I don't.
One thing you pick up and everything goes. No, there's no sound effects. Maybe like a little chime, ding ding that you picked up something. But when you pick up one item in the strip club and you keep picking it up, boogers ain't come.
Nice.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's like really faint too. It's like. It's not like in like the foreground of the sound.
No, not at all. It's really fucking good. And Drunk Randy is awesome.
Randy's just fantastic every time you see him.
He's on red wine.
Oh, he's red wine drunk. Yeah, it's the worst kind of drunk. So my only complaint is costumes don't mean anything.
They don't mean shit.
Not even a set bonus or anything.
Yeah,
well, they do mean something in the sense of that, like. Some characters want you to take a selfie with them, or they care about like if your costume matches or your costume looks better, or they want you to be an elemental hero. And then
it's just a method for me to backtrack.
I don't have to respec. I could just fucking switch classes to.
Well, you get 2 classes.
Yeah, I know that.
No, but you can go back and talk to Cartman and switch your class.
Yeah, you can switch classes.
But you could dress and do the same effect.
No. But sometimes they'll be
I'm saying like at Raisins. Like at Raisins.
No, like Bebe will only take pictures with you if you buy her clothes.
Right.
Okay.
Or like some other ones will only take like
at
your
Raisins
outfit looks like ass.
Well, like at Raisins, every single dude there's like I only take pictures of elementals. I only take pictures.
No, you have to be an elemental.
Well, those are just checks to get you to come back and do that.
And fuck the money in that game.
Jesus. There's some of them that
some
are
things are like have a Raisins pass, $25 each.
But like no weapons, no.
You got to craft.
No, they don't. Mean anything.
You craft the
artifacts.
Artifacts, yeah.
But like.
I mean, you're all using imaginative powers, and
I know, but like in the first game, like it's just like your character feels like you actually like.
Yeah, because it's more RPG.
Like avatar strength, like actually matters in the first game, whereas like the artifacts make everybody better in this game. So it's just like I feel like my party mates are so much stronger than me.
So
like, holy shit, Mosquito was so busted. Like.
Did you get the Ubisoft bullshit?
Yeah, you can get the Ubisoft. You can get
damn, I'm overpowered now.
You can get those Ubisoft cool stuff. They give you like level 60 artifacts.
I was like, I have 140 might right now.
Yeah. So, yeah,
I have like 500 or something.
I think it was you.
So
you're stupid. I don't know.
So let me say this, and maybe this will kind of push the idea. I don't know when it came out there.
Yeah.
This will kind of push the idea.
It'll
kind of push the idea of maybe why you're seeing things differently. If you think of the first game as closer to what Paper Mario was in the combat and the way the systems work, that kind of getting gear and upgrading kind of stuff to get more powerful falls in line with that. Whereas this is more even in the combat system because it's a grid system.
Like a tactics game.
It's a tactics game like similar to Fire Emblem, where you're not upgrading your weapons or your armor or things like that. You're just mainly upgrading your character just a little bit.
You do get different weapons and stuff though.
I don't like
because there's a rock paper scissors method to.
Well, no,
no, the character just upgrades.
It's like, think of it as a class system.
No, the ones with Lynn, like you equip them with different weapons and stuff. Definitely, like Sacred Stones and the first ones, like you go to like.
I think
Awakening, you do none of that shit. Conquest, and you don't do none of that shit.
I mean, the old Fire Emblems, you definitely did.
Okay, well, new ones.
I know you can upgrade your weapons proficiency and stats like that, but it's like there's no like
there was like quests to go get like better weapons and stuff and like Sacred Stones and
that. Right, we're talking about the newer ones.
Sure. Yeah. I have no dog in that fight.
Sure. So like
I saw one came out for the Switch and I was like, what?
No, that was
that's Warriors.
Yeah.
What was that?
Dynasty Warriors Fire Emblem.
Oh, gross. Super glad I didn't buy that.
It's awesome. I love it.
You love Dynasty Warriors.
That's why, exactly. Don't listen to me when I say it's awesome.
Did Lubu show up?
No.
He'll show up. Don't worry.
I'm always like this, like cinematic camera hits.
It's a guy with a stick.
Oh, some weeaboo guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it also like there's a lot of like systems in the game already, and you don't want to add an additional layer on there as well.
Yeah, I'm mostly saying I don't think it affects the game. I'm just disappointed that it's not there.
Right, but what I'm saying is there's already you have your artifact slots, you have your ability to choose 2 classes, and then like you have your appearance, which does nothing really. Yeah, and then you have your stat sheets. You're picking your weaknesses and all that kind of stuff. Plus your allies and your summons.
That's the thing is like summons are much worse than they used to be.
Right. Well, that is too. That's true as well.
Yeah, I wish summons were just like a thing, like a cooldown system, not a crafted.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that also
doesn't even like I've like fired up Jimbo and Ned and like they didn't even like kill anything.
Oh really? They threw a grenade out there.
They did like a third of the Raisins girls to hit damage and then pissed off, and I was like I could have done that. What the fuck? Like
I think the ultimates are funny the first time you see them, and then
Moses is super funny because like he like does the beam and he's like, he like shoots like a beam.
Well, I'm talking about like
I just love that after you use him, he's like, thanks for summoning me, guys. Yeah, I just like that. It's stupid. It's so fucking pointless. The selfie system is kind of dumb too. I don't know, like.
I fuck it up a lot. Like I keep walking up to somebody and being like,
"No, you got to walk up to them and wait for the thing."
You have to wait for the icon. Yeah,
I know, but I'll bring up Coonstagram on accident and I'll be like, "Shit!" Yeah, I have to back up and fucking.
Yeah,
it's too itchy. I've had my game frozen twice.
3 times.
I've had my game stuck on a warning system where it says, "Hey, outrun the enemies or dodge, throw a fart to outrun it." It literally stayed there, threw a cutscene, and then 5 more screens later down the road until I saved.
Just came back, throw a fart, outrun them.
Yeah, so I was like,
nice.
All right. There's some bugs.
I've had some like hard lockups.
Okay. Like, I haven't experienced anything of that yet, but
good. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm only 4 hours there.
Speaking of Lubu, I play Musu Warrior All Stars.
Oh yeah.
Because it has all this weird shit from the Koei Tecmo world. Lubu has a baseball DLC outfit.
Yeah.
So the spear, he has a giant ass bat.
Is it Hideki Matsui's?
Fuck if I care. He just wearing a fucking baseball getup. I go, oh my god.
Nice.
Anyway,
Ninja Baseball Batman.
I will say
I want that game localized.
The Stick of Truth, Fractured But Whole. There is a very. I mean, none of us are far enough to review it yet or give a full thing on it. I will say, looking at the reviews for it, they're very split between people who are very happy with the product and other people who are like, this just isn't as funny as the other one was, and it's not as fun as the other one is, and I just don't get it. So it's very like the most honest review I've seen is that if you're a big fan of the show, or and you're looking for a game to make you laugh.
That's what it makes me laugh
as a fan of the show.
I think like if you're a fan of South Park, it's just a must play.
Right.
Yeah. It's because it's more like, well, here's episodes of South Park.
Right. That's what I was getting to. Like, that it's just, if you want a long 20-hour episode of South Park,
I mean, there's some episodes
with some interactivity.
There's some episodes that are like,
of South Park.
So this game is just okay. It's funny, but it's not the best.
I've had like 3 or 4 occasions where like I've dropped my controller laughing.
Yeah, me too.
And then there's been like solid like 2 hours where like nothing even made me smile.
You're like, oh, cool! I'm gonna throw these things at the thing.
Yeah, like it's like
I gotta get up there, so I gotta summon the kite.
I've had to do the fucking fartcore thing like fucking 6 times, or had whatever.
Gotta go, guys. Someone farted my drink.
Yeah.
The DJ made me
the thing that's really early on that got me was when the first fight with Alternate Universe Kyle.
No, that was really funny. That was really funny, yeah.
And then he's like, well, I think I should get an extra turn because he didn't stab when I said timeout. And then he's like, ultimate attack. I still think it's super
You guys
funny.
are like shaking the shit
I know.
out of the
I'm
cameras.
sorry.
Oh,
Right.
That character fucking touches me. I don't know. I really love
Cousin Kyle.
Cousin Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
and every time you get to enter the password to the coon there.
No,
Fuck
yeah, that's so terrible.
You hear about the cheating?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You can't do a playthrough. If you do a replay, like, oh, I already know the code.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, like you'll enter "fuck you, mom," and then like a thing of Cartman will go and be like, "Fine, just fucking cheat, why don't you?"
Well, no, it's the coach from the Patriots.
Oh yeah, no, he
Bill
comes up as Belichick. Yeah,
Belichick comes out.
but it's Cartman as Belichick.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
I've
hilarious.
seen I've seen him as Bill. All right, so I mean, like, the only other criticism I heard that was actually, kind of thinking about it is that, like, South Park's really good at taking topical topics and being humorous about them and things like that. But someone was saying, like, it feels like they're no longer punching up, they're punching down.
Yeah.
And like I can kind of see that where you can feel that way, especially with like a lot of the gender issues in here. And,
Well, the last episode,
and
let's talk about the episode. Last episode, what was happening? They're just
setting up the game.
Opioid? No. Did you opioid overdose?
Oh, heroin and Hummels.
Yeah.
Didn't see it.
What happened? I don't understand what's the satire? Is just the opioid overdose epidemic that's been going around?
I guess.
That's it?
Because
Because who's the little kid? Because that little kid really was prominent in the fucking episode. Well, where are you, Stan?
He loves Chuck E. Cheese.
He was a mouse bringing joy to the world.
Yeah, that was really weird.
That was a weird episode. I
mean, they've been trying to move away from that the serialized thing they were doing last season.
I guess. But there's so much with Trump. I don't understand why not to go for it. So weird.
They said at the very beginning when Trump was elected that they weren't going to touch Trump.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Like they were just like, we think that that's the low road and it's too easy.
Yeah.
And it's not funny when you're picking the low hanging fruit.
Fair enough.
Well, like I said, like maybe that's them feeling like they're punching down when they do that, and they want to be punching up. And then
fair enough.
I don't know. It's hard to say what, like, sometimes they are very good at getting their social commentary point across, and it's a very valid one. And sometimes you're like, I don't know, guys. You're kind of like the ones where they were doing the, calling the Harley Riders fags. I was like, I don't know if you guys nailed this one. You know what I'm saying? I can understand what you're trying to say. It's just a word, and
I really love that episode.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, you were telling people who aren't in your position to emulate what you're doing and hope, and then it's not going to work out the way. You know what I'm saying?
I thought one of them was gay.
No, that was another one. That's a different one. That's the other episode where they were talking about saying it on TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're talking about the Harley Riders.
When Garrison was like,
yeah. Like it'll go that. What I was up on.
No. It was the same. No, it was a different thing when he was the shitty fag thing.
Yeah. And then they were.
Hi there.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Yeah. There you go. So yes, exactly. He could say it, and that was the point of that show. Is it like we'll make him gay? We don't care.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is a stupid rule.
Yeah.
That was their point of that. But
that would make you like curious.
Yeah, that's the one that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
but that joke pays off in the dividends.
I've come to the realization, like, it's an internet meme thing, but Butters is really what sells the show. There is a lot of the Butters episodes.
He still pisses with his pants down.
the Yowie episodes, the Yowie stuff is really good. Collecting the Yowie, that's really good.
The fucking Yowie.
The Yowie.
God, first off, that episode is fucking one of my favorites.
The Japanese man.
And like, why his father wants his own son's pictures.
Yeah, that's the weird part, right?
That's so weird.
Some of the Yowie is like,
that's the same one. It's the same one from the show.
In the show, and it's but like you get a chance to really look at it
like,
for not like a second. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's put his hand in his pants.
Yeah, like they're just like, oh, there's a line of
and
saliva.
they have the names of it. And you're like, oh, no.
I wish they didn't go, woo!
Oh,
when you pick one up.
No,
I just want to.
They do.
Tweet and crazy.
No, because like sometimes like you get like the pan flute that.
That's one of the things that they're talking about. Is like they're like, whoa, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
That's not the right one. I mean, it's funny it doesn't hit. That's the problem with this game. It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
It could knock it out of the park for you and then fall flat for me.
And kind of fuck that game in an aspect of advertising.
I
was like, oh, here's the season pass. Okay. Oh, here's your stream pack. Okay. Buy a merch. That's a toy. Buy our shirts. Wait a second.
What's a merch?
So like right when you load the game, like right under like play now, there's like
it's like a sidebar marquee,
like a sidebar marquee that's like, yo.
I never pay attention to that stuff.
Like
but
Ubisoft, you can buy T-shirts and fucking like all
I was
sorts
like,
of bullshit.
The fuck you?
Yeah, and it's
I
get this shit off.
Yeah, I usually launch the game, go get something to drink, and just come back and jam on the A button.
P.S. Shadow of War did the same bullshit.
I heard about that.
So, I mean, now let's finish talking about games, and we can get into that kind of stuff. Have you been playing Shadow of War anymore?
No, I got rid of it.
I think
God damn, that was fast.
I have been playing Evil Within 2 and WWE 2K18.
All right. Well, let me.
Game is super good.
I read it was horrible.
Hold on.
You're wrong.
Hold on.
And plus, you've been playing the same game for 13 years.
That's the point I was going to get to. Is that game?
It's the first coat of paint, but it's the same goddamn game.
There's a lot different going on in this game.
Well, now Triple H is still a big man.
I've seen some of the glitches. The glitches are great.
They're always there, but fucking Fallout.
Or like
game
were
of the
they
year,
like were they
glitchy
no
as
like
fuck,
they were trying to get like Triple H to jump off the top rope, and he would like get up and he would like get back down, and he would walk around the guy he was supposed to. And he'd be like, "Oh, I'm supposed to get up on the top rope," and it was just a loop of that for like 3 minutes.
Or Xavier Woods going, "Hey, he's going for the turnbuckle." Through the turnbuckle and through the crowd, he just continues
I've seen
running.
that glitch before. That's really good.
My experience has been next to flawless without glitch. There's one thing. So
did you fight the Sanders?
First off, I'm almost exclusively doing the My Player thing, the career mode,
right?
Which is super fun because you get to do like
dude,
backstage.
Did they have the NXT thing?
Yeah, you work your way through NXT and stuff.
I'm saying last year they had the thing we had to choose between going NXT or doing the other thing, right?
No, you have to do NXT.
Or is it this year?
So no, like
because you told me like last year they had the thing where you could go through the developmental league like NXT, or you could go the Brock Lesnar route.
Suplex City?
No, you still had to go through NXT. Okay. Like you just but this one like there's like side quests to it, and there's like almost like a player hub, like that you get to exist in the background and like talk to other superstars and like build rivalries and shit.
The
like
QuickTime radio menu. I'm just teasing. That's not
no,
really
no,
just...
but like it's the one thing that sucks is
you gotta shoot your promo and you gotta hit A, and then so you hit the beats. It's like a QuickTime mini game.
They kind of like the promos how they work is like there's just like a timer that counts down, and you have to like read 4 options and then make like a cohesive argument out of but like I'm not trying to say it's game of the year, but it's the best wrestling game.
Whoa, you gotta pick up Fire Pro Wrestling and play that.
That game is like not even close to on par. Like it looks like a SNES game. Like,
that's the point of it. It's
but if you're looking for like a realistic thing, then you can't even.
I think that most. I'm devil's advocate here because I'm not playing this game because like and I have no dog in this fight. But I feel like, especially with 2K, that they can get away with putting out whatever they want because there's no competing product.
Sure.
Not even like there's an MMA game that has a better fighting system or anything like that. Because there's nothing to compete with. No, there's not an independent wrestling game. Yeah. There's no ECW games anymore. There's no WCW games anymore. There is just this game and this game alone. And so it kind of has the Madden syndrome of like the only improvements that are made from year to year are the improvements that they decide to make. And there's
all I'm saying is about a wrestling game, and I'm having a good time with it.
Okay,
that's literally my argument.
Right? Okay, that's fine.
I created a character, and it's fun. And the only thing that's not fun is that there's loot boxes in the game, and that's fucking dumb.
Right.
Like and like moves and like how I can design my character are like locked behind.
That sounds not fun.
But like when you open loot boxes, they give you like credit too. So like you can open a 10K loot box and open 15K out of it.
Not bad.
Like so like sometimes you just kind of cantrip and like that's like I went on like a fucking 200K cantrip one time when I was opening boxes.
Right,
so
but
like,
you had to open up all these stupid boxes.
Yeah, but then I had to open up a bunch of fucking boxes.
Right, you just got what you wanted.
So like that's my problem with the game. Also, you're not wrong. It's super glitchy.
I mean, every WWE game is glitchy.
That's the thing, but that's
how I won my first championship.
They never fix it. That's why it's the same goddamn game.
There should be some incentive for them to fix it.
I won my first championship off of Bobby Roode because of a glitch.
Oh, good lord!
Like our match started, and I Irish whipped him into the ropes, and then he got stuck in the ropes, and like he was just like bouncing in between the ropes and the turnbuckle, and he was taking damage.
Oh my god!
And like I was just like sick, and then like when he finally got out of it, I just like. Slammed him on the ground and pinned him, and like
that wasn't glorious.
And then like I was just like, yeah, get fucking dumped.
That wasn't glorious at all.
Well, like you said, if you're having fun with it, it's whatever. Yeah. I'm hearing like the game is like
it's like
a polished turd. It's a polished turd.
It is
like it's a turd they polish up every year. Just like here it is. Enjoy your shit sandwich.
Like, I mean, like it's your own.
What are you gonna do? Not buy it? Yeah. You like wrestling, idiot? Buy our competitor product. Ha. It's a SNES game that we're competing against. So, or someone updated the rosters on WWF Attitude whatever. What was the one? Shit, which was the one they updated?
People like 2006 SmackDown.
No, the one on the N64 they keep updating the roster on.
WCW versus NWO.
Is it Mayhem?
World Tour.
N64 WWE
Backlash or fucking
roster. No Mercy and Attitude are the two they keep updating. Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, and then also Evil Within 2 is fucking super good.
I've heard that this one's a little improvement over the last one.
It is, especially in the way that the narrative is delivered to you.
A little more open worldy.
It's definitely more open in terms of like where you can go and how you can get away from enemies.
Okay.
You're not like just like pigeonholed into like this like very specific combat scenario where it's like fucking headshot these guys or fucking get wrecked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like stealth kill this guy, minimize your limit. You know what I mean? Like you can take on a group of zombies or whatever they're called. Yeah, you have like a rogue mustache hair.
Yeah, I was like it's in my Vine vision. So.
Yeah. It looks like you got it.
Okay. Sorry.
But yeah, you can like
I'm eating it now.
you can definitely like approach combat in multiple scenarios in this one, and like I think that's. And then also there's actual character development.
Oh,
like it's not just like Sebastian's just like a staunch.
Oh, my daughter's dead.
Well, he literally fucking fell into a pool of like.
Man, someone ruined this part, a lot of story for this game for me, but
that happens to you so much.
It's just people talk about it and they're like, these
games get
mile an hour.
Fucking like every game it seems like. But yeah, like in the first one, like he fell into a pile of blood and like literally like got out and he was like, oh. You know what I mean? Like you like in this one, he's got like emotion and like like something traumatic happens. He's like, "Fuck," you know, like how anyone would be. So like I just like that they've kind of brought the characters more to life and like they're definitely focused a little more on like facial animations and like they don't look so made of stone.
What else have I seen on that game? Like I've heard like it's like an improvement over the last one. I think I said that already. Not selling well. We talked about that.
Yeah, it's not doing well. That's why I'm trying to kind of pimp it.
I mean, like I have a feeling like it just came out in the wrong spot.
That's so weird though, because it's like October.
Right, but there's like get the fuck out of the way of Mario. Get the fuck out of the way. Mario's coming. WWE's coming. Assassin's Creed's coming. World War II's coming.
Battlefront's like a couple months away. Yeah,
coming. You know what I'm saying? There's nowhere good that game needed to launch like
South Park came out like the same day, I think.
Well, no, not the same day, but like literally the Tuesday after.
It was the same day.
No, because
they both came out on the 17th, my dude.
No,
I picked them up on the same day.
Evil Within came out on Friday the 13th.
Oh, no, never mind.
South Park came out on Tuesday.
I was thinking of South Park and WWE.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So I mean, like that's the problem.
1 week prior or something.
Right, a weekend before. You had a weekend to beat the game.
Yeah.
And that's assuming you'd beat Mordor from the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's just found a bad place.
Yeah, that's true.
October's
been fucking nutter butters for games.
Well, no one wanted to get out of the way. No one wants to be in that mid November block. So.
Yeah.
All right.
At least we got Mario, man. That's coming up real soon, dude.
So you're done with Mordor?
I shipped it already. Yeah.
Did you make it all the way to the Conquest?
I'm not interested. Yeah. So I told you I made it to the Conquest and then I just watched YouTube videos.
Okay, so I'm pretty much done with that game until the last of it I'm going to play into the Conquest, because everything I've read that says that once you get to the Conquest, you've seen not all there is to see, but it just becomes rinse and repeat of what you did to get there.
Yep.
And so,
pay money to make it happen faster.
Well, not that, but like, once you do the Conquest, there's different ways you can either fight them or you can infiltrate them or whatever, and then you just have to do it 2 or 3 more times, and then after that, you're just going to pay money.
You gonna get Destiny on the PC?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've been tempted. Like my friend.
I was asking this guy because I know he's all about.
I watched that Leviathan raid. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I think I've had my fill of Destiny.
Yeah, I watched Achievement Hunter do the Leviathan raid, and I've never seen people yell at each other.
Were they doing it like they just going in like no knowledge of what was going on?
There was one guy that ran the raid already.
Oh, that's even better then.
Yeah, he was trying to tell them, but they
didn't want to listen, right?
Leviathan raid's like you have to split up 2 groups. And
you have to do.
You got to do this. You got to manage. So one guy's like, "All right, got it. Let's do this." And then they're like, "Ryan, you got to slow down." Like, fucking go, just go. You learn by doing, not by talking. You know my part. You can keep talking when I'm doing my part. And they're just going yelling.
Terrible.
Moron, idiot, fucking asshole. Like I'm watching video. someone's gonna get stabbed.
I mean, well, so
and then the owner of the whole show was like, "Yeah, he has a point. Makes a good video."
Well, I mean, the issue of that raid is that it's very much coordination of and communicating.
For sure.
I've heard people say there's absolutely no way to do that raid without a headset and mic.
Nope.
You have to. Like, you're gonna have to communicate one way or another.
I did the aqueducts and I did the bathing pools, and if I did not have a mic saying, "All right, switch. All right, go," and then the gauntlet saying, "Top, bottom, bottom, bottom."
Yeah.
Like,
So I've seen the aqueduct. The aqueducts is where you got like the triangles and the circles. Okay, yeah. And then the part where you had to have before that, where you had to have two people holding the scepter, two people getting the scepters and two people guarding.
You have to say when a scion pops up, take him. Then hey, the big guy. It's like there's so much communicating in these raids. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like I said, I watched some video.
Yeah,
like 7 hours.
No, I mean
7 hours.
I don't think it's that long.
I put it on when I was cleaning the house. So.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like
that means that's trial and
I
error.
haven't beat it yet. Okay.
I mean that's trial and error.
World of Warcraft raids.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I mean, like
weeks.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't going to be anything like. All right. What was the other thing we had in there to talk about? I played some Cuphead. I'm still stuck.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Cuphead too. Not getting too much farther than I was.
GeForce is letting me know it's ready to download a driver.
I installed Fire Emblem Warriors, but that's all as far as I got. I really haven't done much about that because I've been playing.
You like I don't mean to interrupt, but you like Funhouse, right?
Love Funhouse. They played the Grumps.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you watch the Grump video?
Yep.
With them playing Overwatch. I haven't watched it yet. Is it worth the watch?
I mean, the Grumps version or the Funhouse version? They both uploaded their own videos.
Oh wow, they have their own
perspective.
perspective.
I mean, there's different commentary because they're not talking.
Oh, you hear one or the other. Okay.
The Grumps.
That's an interesting take on that.
The Grumps is kind of weird because, all right, so they played last year, both of them, and they got wrecked. The Grumps got wrecked by Funhouse.
Yeah,
Funhouse loved that game. So a year they've been fucking going hardcore at it, like Kitty Cat Gaming Squad, and then whatever Barry and Aaron. Aaron plays a fucking sweet Pharah. Holy shit. And Barry plays a fucking awesome Orizi? I never know how to pronounce your fucking name. The Minotaur there. Yeah. Or the fucking whatever. Yeah, wrecked Funhouse in the first 3 rounds. And then they're like, and then this other guy's like, they have ringers. They have to have MLG. This is fucking bullshit. No, I'm like, no, it's just they're that fucking good. Nice. The Funhouse commentary is funny because I just love Funhouse like that. The Grumps is more like, he's going up high. All right. Alt, combo the alt, wobble. All right, now, okay, go high, low, row. Okay, now he's stunned. Get him now. It's like they were actually strategizing. I was like, holy shit.
Good for them. Danny wasn't playing.
No, Danny was not playing. It was Barry, Susie, Aaron, and then
Commander Holly.
No, 3 other dudes from Kitty Cat Gaming that I don't know.
Oh, it must be the Markiplier crew.
No, not even them. It's some 3 other editors. I don't know who they are.
Not the guys that they sniped for Markiplier?
Nope. Just take a look at it later.
All right, okay. yeah.
I'll check it out.
But Funhouse is awesome.
That's your Funhouse Gaming Minute with Alf.
No, I could keep going.
I know.
I love those dudes.
I hear you grumping with the grumps. All right. I think we talked about South Park. I talked about that. We talked about that. Did you gentlemen update your switches so we can go in the news? Kyle, did you update your switch? Oh, you did not update your switch. So
you can record 30-second videos.
Of the
certain games.
Certain games you can record a 30-second clip. You can also now transfer saves from between consoles, but it's a one-time only apparently kind of
what
thing.
The fuck?
Who knows? But they right now it's one-time only. Who knows what it'll be in a year from now?
One time a week.
Yeah. So they got that going on. What else do they add to there?
Alf, I mean that's SNES XL.
No. I mean that's
man.
It's a GameStop. It's an Amazon exclusive.
Amazon exclusive. Oh, so announced today, $199.99.
You had a hard deal, but yeah, I'll buy it.
With Super Mario Kart in the box.
It looks
digital
ugly.
code. It looks like a Super Nintendo.
It looks ugly.
Amazon exclusive.
What? It just looks like paint.
It's fine.
It's paint. It looks like
it's fine. The point that makes
it looks like an airbrush van. You just slapped it on a 3DS. I'm like, okay, it's a Super Nintendo.
It looks like a Super Nintendo. That's the best part.
No.
I mean, it matches the Super Famicom version that came out.
I get it, but
Europe, so it's like that's
I've never been a big deal on those. Like I never have.
Okay, well, don't be. What do you want me to do?
Joey can hate on it. Like, no, let me tell you why I don't want to do that.
Joe just fucking hung you up to dry. You fucking crushed right now.
Hey, I joined the Dollar Shave Club. Let me tell you why that's stupid.
You can keep trying to come back from it.
He's fucking dumb. He's fucking dumb.
All right, let's not kill the mics here.
Self-righteous prick.
Don't kill the mics. Don't kill the mics.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. man, you guys might have to make more work for me.
Oh, you hate something I like? Go fuck off.
No, I didn't say I like it. I was just like, I don't know what to tell you. What do you want me to do?
Don't say anything.
Don't yell at the mic.
It's a podcast. You can't not say
He's
anything.
like,
Say, huh, you're dumb.
I didn't say you're dumb. I said then don't like it.
I just implied heavily that's what he
I
said.
said then don't
Thank
like
you.
it. Don't
Thank
like
you.
it. Then don't like it.
Oh
It's
my
not.
God.
It's a million of the other things that we always talk about. It's not for you. It's
Joey,
like-
carry on, my
All
wayward
right.
son.
All
Please.
right, so you should get that one with a Nest control on it. That's the real one.
No, it's stupid. Keep going.
Okay, good.
No, that one's not XL though.
Now I'm just gonna poke him.
Or
Go,
not
go,
XL.
go. Say something you like. Say something you like.
Hold on. How many Zelda ones do they have to make for you? For you over there?
They're beautiful.
How
I
many?
buy them all.
Exactly.
So like
Yeah,
it's
make
a
some
it's
for
a
other
SNES
people.
one, but you turn around, there's a little link to the past thing on the bottom of it.
How big
It's
is it?
in the cart is in the it's sticking out.
It just looks like a link to the past cartridge. It's
Sticking
like
out
you play 3DS games on a link to the past
take
cartridge.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take 3.
Exactly. They got another Zelda
Just
one coming
literally-
for you. This
Hey!
Well,
All
it's like the fucking deluxe encyclopedia they announced. Looks like a fucking. I sent you the guys a picture.
Yeah.
Looks like an old ass NES card. I'm like,
It
this is dumb shit. This is dumb
specifically
shit
made
I
to look-
want.
It's specifically made to look like a Zelda card.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dumb shit I
no,
want.
No, as soon as he posted it, I was like, ugh, that's dumb shit.
What I didn't look at the price on it. What was the price on it?
Doesn't
$80.
matter. Holy shit, I was
figured
gonna say
it.
40.
That's-
and
I didn't even
wouldn't
click
be
on it.
on
I did not even click on it.
$80.
I looked at the picture and I was like, I'm not
Fucking
fucking
It was like $40 and
learn
it's
my
too much.
lesson. All right.
You know I'm buying it.
He's like, I got it on
I was
pre-order.
like, I want to just trade in a bunch of books. What you know you can trade in your college books at Amazon.
Oh yeah,
Amazon
for a whole
credit.
$2.
Doesn't matter. You can hit apply.
All
credit.
right.
All right.
90 fucking college books. Here we go.
Let's see. I don't think we have any more Nintendo. Oh, wait, we do have Nintendo news. Shin Megami Tensei 5 coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Yep, saw that.
Do we,
We have an Animal Crossing direct tomorrow.
is it tomorrow? I know it's all
think it's
in
tomorrow.
Japan.
It's just for the fucking Animal Crossing mobile thing. that's
Yeah, it's the
coming
mobile one. So
gives a shit?
that should be interesting. Sony is publishing on the Switch apparently, so with a new label. That's all the stuff I think I pulled for Nintendo. Yeah.
Hat in
all right.
Time just opened up their mods.
Who?
Mod Workshop, Hat in Time.
I know.
On Steam?
A Hat in Time. Yes.
I want that PS4 copy. Right?
Okay. So I have a couple things, and they're all kind of tied together. So I'll just kind of like stack this in a weird way. So remember we've been talking about loot boxes, all right? Right. So let's remember that we've been talking about that, and then remember like the Rolling Stone had an article where Activision had filed a patent to augment their matchmaking results in order to sell loot boxes in such a way that like they would match a person and they would figure out your gaming habits and your gaming behavior, take that information and then match you with a person who would have an item that you could get from a loot box in hopes to incentivize you to buy it by, you know, like saying,
That's
hey,
like evil.
right. So like this, they dug in and they found this kind of stuff. And so they would be, and so then once you bought the item, they had the system would match you in such a way that you would perceive that your gameplay has been increased by having said item. So it's a really interesting article in Rolling Stone about how Activision has come out and said they have never used that technology.
I was gonna say like that,
But they patent it.
I don't remember if it was a patent, but it was a system they have. They have a research system. It was a patent. That was granted to them, and they had stuff that they had researched and things and figured out. It's really interesting to read about and like look into like how psychological, because we were talking about loot boxes, like how deep in the psychological stuff that these companies are getting into. So with that in mind, let's take a look at one of the things I know you got. One of the bigger things to talk about this week is that EA closed Visceral Studios. Visceral Studios, you remember, worked on Dead Space 2, a couple other really good games, and then they had hired Amy Hennig from Uncharted to bring her on to work for their Star Wars single player game. Everyone said this was going to be the Star Wars meets Uncharted kind of game. So EA said that they were going to pivot away from the idea of that single player thing to something with a little bit longer tail and a little bit more, an experience that would last longer than a single player game could deliver. That Visceral was not going to be able to deliver on such a hard pivot. So they went ahead and closed the studio. So that brings into the thing of what companies are doing. So like the weird thing that came out of that is like everyone started talking about this is the end of single player. EA is saying single player games aren't making enough money, and so on and so forth. And so on top of that, one of the former leads from Mass Effect said that, and I quote, "I seen people literally spend $15,000 on Mass Effect multiplayer cards." And so when you think about like, you know, single player games, loot boxes, DLC, online passes, and, you know, these games that are, you know, single serving, you know, single player content, and then a big studio like EA saying they don't have confidence in something as big as Star Wars being pushed by by a studio with a pretty good reputation for making good games, along with a producer who has a really good reputation for making good games. It's kind of like this big fireball of nonsense that's coming down that looks like it's coming down because you have people saying, you know, the games need to make more money, well, because of loot boxes need to be in there. The single player needs to be not as a single kind of serving kind of thing. It needs to be something that engages players constantly and re-engages them and keeps them going and keeps them from trading in the game. And then it also needs to push people for new sales. And so then you look at something like GTA 5, right? Everyone likes to think of GTA 5 as this game, but that game came out on last gen consoles, and it's still going. And like every month, let's say month,
every so often,
every couple weeks or few months, we have a thing on here. Well, now they came out with racing transformers or APCs and bunkers, and you know you got to go in there and get that shark card. So like all this stuff is like stacking up, and it's really interesting time to like kind of read it.
Rockstar did just report, though, that they're not going to include any further DLC for that game that are single-player oriented.
Right, exactly. Their focus is on GTA Online, and that's where it's been for the longest time.
It's free.
The online is free. It is not free to. It is free to play in it, but it is not. You're not having fun if you're playing for free.
Says who?
Every week they're pushing out a new update that you probably were like that you're further and further behind if you're playing that game.
More than likely, but I think the actual updates are free, minus the cars. They
are free, and then
you could grind away to your heart's
content. But they're certainly incentivizing you to buy a shark card or a megalodon shark card.
I'm sure people fucking buy them, but
right?
I don't need to buy a fucking rocket car. I think only we waste money to buy a fucking kit car, and that's it.
At one point this summer, there was a point where they were like, buy the shark card and get the game for free.
Blech. Damn.
that was the offer that they had made to me.
That's pretty good.
They're like, yeah, just buy this $70 shark card and we'll give you the shark card and Grand Theft Auto 5.
I don't know. I still think the game keeps on giving for being a free game, so it warrants the money it's asking.
Huh? It's not a free game. You still have to pay for the game. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that game. You get a lot in GTA 5.
I'm saying for the content you get post the game's release is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's paying for that is the people buying shark cards.
Yeah, I know.
And the people buying that stuff. And, you know, while the three of us aren't spending any money, someone's spending that money.
Yeah, but the majority of Let's Players ever do that shit.
There are Let's Players spending that money, but are they spending?
They get fucking expense accounts just for that.
You know, like, you know, who's spending the money to, you know, is Rockstar's also going to give them some of the content for like, oh, here's a shark card, go on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Show everybody what the PewDiePie, show everybody what the racist APCs look like.
Got him.
Right? I mean,
come at me, PewDiePie.
He will. He can destroy us. He has the money.
That's fine. I'll get crushed by money.
I mean, and so like, you know, the idea there that like, you know, everyone's in a tizzy about like, you know,
I just say I would punch a Nazi if I saw
everyone's in a tizzy about the death of the single player game, and you know, also EA killing yet another studio.
Yeah,
they killed Westwood. They killed, you know, what happens with Anthem, which is 100% going to be a loot box game.
Yeah.
What happens if that doesn't deliver? Are they going to kill BioWare?
God,
I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda didn't deliver.
I mean, BioWare's fucking dead anyway.
Yeah.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, you know, like other companies are going to see this and they're going to follow suit. Like, you know, think about like, you know, we talked about how
imagine if
loot boxes in Call of Duty.
Imagine if they're like, yo, Diablo 4
loot
boxes.
What if you got to pay keys and unlock the loot?
No.
So I'm saying you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, what was it?
What if it was 99 cents to unlock the loot chest?
No,
Guaranteed epic.
maybe it depends.
Maybe?
On no,
maybe like a couple of months.
no,
yeah,
it depends on what like how Blizzard does with Overwatch.
Yeah,
It's like,
saying,
hey, here's a special event, Halloween. All these Halloween skins once in a lifetime. Well, not once in a lifetime, but once a year.
Well, I'm saying
very rare chance. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drop $10.
You're playing Diablo,
Let me try
and they drop a literal chest in there, and it's like, yeah, you can just open this chest, or you can pay us 99 cents.
Or even worse, it's a
guarantee an
legendary that you find that you can't identify it unless you drop some cash on them.
Oh, that's fucked stupid. Fuck that. No. Fuck. You're hiding content at that point. No, fuck that.
But
if Diablo goes, oh, Season of the Witch? Oh, get these special Diablo crates. I was like, okay, then yeah, I could get by that.
Diablo crates.
Oh, I got a witch hat for Diablo? I'm done. Let's do this. You know, shit like that.
Turn Elf down over here. He's loud. That's all.
No, just don't listen to me.
No, you're loud.
You don't have to
Stop
listen
being
to him.
loud. All right.
The only reason that I brought up Diablo is because like it came out even before GTA did, and still has the fan support, and it's still free.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck the necromancer.
You still have to buy. Yeah, don't you have to buy the new classes and stuff?
It's $15,
right?
Yeah,
but that's
like,
what I'm saying. That's $15.
But it's not. But it's not random. Like you know exactly what you're getting when you purchase that. That's DLC. It's not loot crates.
Yeah, right. But I'm saying you, it's still content is being paid for one way. Or another.
Yeah, I agree. But like I think there's a very distinct difference in purchasing a known item versus purchasing an unknown item.
No, I agree. And then I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of different ways that companies are going about this, you know. And like I said, like I
was just saying, like if you had to spend $15 and you got a dice roll that you would get a necromancer,
you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, nobody would do that. Like,
all right. I think that covers like a lot of the news there.
A coin flip, I probably still would like.
I still say $15 for one character plus a little salt and peppered in bullshit is too much. Maybe like I don't know why. I don't know why. The extra $5 pisses me off. It could have been a $10 and I would have been perfectly fine. But the extra $5 pisses me off.
The only reason that I want to disagree with you on that one is because of how old the game is. Like
to me, that even makes it even worse.
No, but it's a 6-year-old game that they've constantly been giving you.
Yeah, but that means the fucking demographic that plays it has the core audience either it's there or has moved on. So you're overcharging a game already that you're hoping there's an audience still for. That Battle.net, like maybe numbers are already predicted. Like, yeah, there's people that still play Diablo. They haven't jumped back into WoW or Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm. That's what I'm like.
The thing. No subscription fee, so there's no loss. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to.
Well, no, I'm saying time value over his game. That's all it is.
Blizzard keeps a lot of the data on their server side, though.
No,
I get it, but I'm saying like
if you play World of Warcraft and you just have Diablo installed, you know what I mean? Like, you're not losing anything by not playing Diablo. Whereas, like, you are losing something by not playing WoW.
Yeah.
So, like,
but I feel like your time is more spent on WoW. I've had people like I've used to do Diablo 3 runs with, and they played WoW. Like literally, their Battle.net account was always on WoW. I had to like ping them like, "Hey, you want to play Diablo?" And then they switch over.
Yeah.
But out of that,
because you're spending money to be there.
But that core audience moved already. Like has moved. Well, you have a small little audience now from Diablo left.
Well, I mean, think about this about Diablo.
It's not as big as it was. So charging that amount of money. They'll pay it because they've been there since the beginning.
I was gonna say, like I think,
you'll pay it.
Necromancer like really reinvigorated that audience.
But like, well, to bring, I don't think so, man. A lot of people just said, "Fuck that pack." They said it. They just didn't like it. They said it was a waste of money. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
who?
I've read people. I've read reviews. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. I like literally everyone I talked to was like, "Oh,
Necromancer's the best." We're both giving anecdotal evidence here.
You dangle the here's Necromancer, so they all come back running, and they're like, "Wow, that was a waste of money," and they all fade away.
Yeah,
right. But
that's what I'm saying. So the next one that comes out, like, here's fucking dickhead Dawn of the Dead guy, fucking new class, and the guy's like, nope, I remember this from Necromancer. Bye.
Right, but I was saying,
you know what I'm saying?
At the same time, I've watched them put that game on sale for $20 to entice people into buying it new.
Then GTA's been on sale for $20 too.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They do that stuff too.
Really?
They put on sale for $20.
I don't think I've ever seen GTA lower than 30.
It's been on 20 once.
Especially
like Black Fridays.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
I mean, it's a sale.
They'll put the game on sale like that to entice people.
I'm talking
back.
like go to the Microsoft store, like look at it digitally. Like they still want $60 for GTA.
That's them.
Anyway, the whole idea there is that obviously you get them there with the cheap base game, and then you have them spend the money on the digital offerings where you get more money.
Yeah. So let's get the game for free then.
All right, so
They're not there yet.
No, yeah, give me the game for free. Then you could charge all the additional. Hey, we haven't put the textures in yet. Pay for the textures.
Here's the other two Nintendo.
There you go. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Here's the other
don't
two.
give 'em idea.
Here's the other two things I missed on Nintendo. Wedding Peach unlocks a bride dress costume for Mario and Mario Odyssey.
Ooh, was there a fallout for that? Like
No, no.
cross-gendering dressing, whatever.
Not
in my Italian
Nintendo
America.
Switch update also allows for the use of USB wireless headsets.
Oh, cool.
So you can use your PlayStation Gold headset on your.
Also, the more Splatoon adapter we were following.
No, there's weird stuff still going on there. So
stupid.
All right. So the other things that I put out is that the Escapist has fired everyone except for Yahtzee.
Oh my God! Really?
Yep. So you want to watch?
I don't know what any of those words mean.
The guy who goes.
He's British and always like reviews all these games.
Yeah.
Really? They fired everybody?
They fired everybody except for him.
Jesus.
So the other
Is that like a YouTube channel or something?
their website and the YouTubes. He's always the one who does.
Any reasoning behind it? Did it say it?
No.
Wow. Okay. Sucks.
Get fucked.
So Total Biscuit's still alive, or is he dead?
He's still alive.
Okay.
I see. I always see.
I know he has cancer. Not to make fun of it, but I'm just asking it legit. I haven't heard from him forever. So
that's happened with like a couple of YouTube channels, like What Culture, like just lost like all their personalities.
I don't know who that is. Sorry, but okay, that sucks.
What Culture is they're just like a literal YouTube.
Well, like what Culture Wrestling / What Culture Gaming.
Yeah, they're just like literally like a YouTube. I was gonna say like a.
They're like a YouTube hub.
Yeah, hub that's just like, oh well, we have this and we have that and we have.
They have like, well, even worse, but it's like they have like What Culture Cooking, What Culture Makeup, What Culture
News,
Wrestling, What Culture News,
right.
But what culture.
Yeah, but like they lost like all like everybody in like the wrestling one, and that also did like gaming stuff. Like they
Machinima had a wrestling group and they lost. They fell off. Yeah.
But like what Culture Wrestling was like one of the bigger wrestling YouTube things besides like
weird
Wrestling with Regret, and
that sucks.
They're supposedly going to do something else. Like they wanted to go independent or something.
That
well,
never works.
let's finish off the news here, then we can rant a little bit more. So two more things. One I'm going to touch on lightly. NeoGAF is dead.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is it dead or is it?
It's dead.
Yeah, I know what he did.
Everyone's abandoned ship. It's basically.
Oh
dead.
wow!
Like it's.
I thought he would just be like, just take the site. Bye. I'm out.
No. Like
he's taking the site with him.
I don't think he's taking the site with him. But okay. So,
what a piece of shit.
So no, I'm just saying like all the mods.
Kill Lords is a fucking.
So the main guy who runs it, like so there was the big hashtag push of Me Too about sexual assault and things like that, and a content creator, I believe she was a filmmaker, shared a story and then about her sexual assault story, and then people pushed her to find out who it was, and they found out she was like, no, I don't want to say anything because this person could retaliate or whatever. And so turns out it's one of the guys who runs NeoGAF. And I believe, is he the site owner, I think, probably, right, Alf?
What? Sorry?
Site owner, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so, and, I don't want to get, like, too much into the details because it's kind of still in the he said, she said phase of the things. Yeah. But the point is that, like, the news is shaping up to be that this guy might have a history of similar such things.
Yeah.
And that it's just kind of been, like, a known unknown where like you hear a rumor and then like, oh no that's blown out of proportion, whatever.
Just, that guy signs my paycheck.
So yeah, well, not even like that, but like like, oh that doesn't make sense. That you're only hearing one side of the story.
That's like what happened with Tarantino and Weinstein. Yeah, like Tarantino was like, yeah, I've known about it for years. I've been not doing anything about it.
Well, so now like a lot of people were like, well, basically what has happened is like it all came out, and then like the mods were like, we don't know what's going on. We haven't heard anything about this, and then as more and more information was coming out, like they're like the only thing they could get was he's preparing a statement, and they're like, oh well, fuck this, like I'm not gonna sit here and like save your site and and you're like some notorious nefarious asshole in reality. And so like everyone's just basically abandoning ship.
Yeah.
And eventually time will shake out what's true and what's not true. Sure, and obviously like there's no reason not to believe the person. Especially when there's like some evidence to back up that This is, you know.
Sorry, I'm trying to write the actual article on Twitter.
Oh,
and
it's a nightmare. It's
well,
like
no, some guy goes, so if NeoGAF gone, does this mean Polygon will have to do actual research on their articles? I'm sorry, that was a good one.
Can't just lurch NeoGAF.
That was a good one.
I mean, like, the problem is like NeoGAF was a place where developers would go, consumers, journalists, everyone was there, and there's a lot of information.
Well, for the whole Gamersgate thing too, it was like atrocious.
And like that's also the other weird thing is like he was on the side of like the feminist side of Gamersgate. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we're going to shut this down because we don't think that it's right.
There's a large, and not to speak generally, but I kind of have to in this regard. But like, there's an accounted for percentage of like shady asshole dudes who like pose as feminists in order to get women.
Like I read the story and it seems like one of those like a story where maybe some signals were crossed and then someone didn't want to take didn't want to like hey no I'm telling you no I'm not interested
right.
But are you really, that one of those kind of scenarios,
Sure.
But are you really?
Yeah.
So like, but I mean, like, like I said, like it'll come out and all that stuff. And
people are taking it really, really seriously.
Well, it should be serious. I mean, that's the weird thing about these kind of things is like, it's not a, black and white issue where other than the fact when the person says no, that's no. And then, you know what I'm saying? And that's where you have to fall at. It's like no means no. It's not gray. It's black and that's black and white.
Yeah.
Right.
And
then like.
Good Lord, it's a shit show.
I'm just reading it.
It's
holy
also
crap! This is a shit show.
Fucking like 5 yeses and then a no is still a no.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. What was the? There's a Family Guy joke in there, but I'm not gonna make it anyway.
On this respect, did you see that Kevin Smith was giving up all of his money that was tied
I did.
to the
I read that too. It's like it's dirty money. Why I want it?
Yeah, I mean, like
donating it to a women's charity, like Women in Acting,
Women Battering, I think. Like something.
It was specifically with like women in acting.
That's pretty good.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's move back in the game. Just like lightly touching on that because it does involve games. The last thing is that
I'm sorry.
Whoop.
Sorry, one thing because the Gamers Game. Anita Sarkeesian, whatever her name is.
Sure.
So I just look up Iwata because I was like, oh, let me find that PlayStation tweet, the remembrance of when he died like that. I was like, that was pretty cool.
Oh, no, I'm worried.
Everyone was sharing the tweet from Anita saying, well, it's very sad that Iwata died, but thank God now the old misogynistic Nintendo is gone and Nintendo could rethink their values. I'm like, you cunt.
No.
Listen.
You made my life hard for me. I gotta
go. Listen. That really pissed me off. Like, why? Like,
I mean, like she wants to make sure that the patriarchy is in charge and that she's not satisfied with that.
Make your own game.
Okay, let's move on. So, Xbox.
There's plenty. I don't know.
Xbox.
Xbox.
I don't want to have a debate.
I'm not against that. I'm not. It's just her. She's too extreme. She's too extreme. That's
there you go. That's fine. You believe you can. I've learned not to say anything on Anita Sarkeesian. She's not my cup of tea. That's it.
Just the Iwata thing just kind of bummed me out. I was like, come on, man.
Like, doesn't surprise me.
I know.
Oh, now you made me forget what I was talking about. Oh, here we go.
You said the
Xbox. So, rumor leaked out that certain Xbox games were starting to show up in the Xbox Game Hub. And then people like dug through every possible permutation they could find, and they dug out 13 games. Those games being Black, Blood Rain 2, Crimson Skies, High Road Revenge, Dead to Rights, Fusion Frenzy, Grab by the Ghoulies, King of Fighters, Neo Wave, Ninja Gaiden Black, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, Psychonauts, Red Faction 2, Sid Meier's Pirates, and Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Those games went up for sale in the Game Hub today for $10, and then Microsoft said, hey, by the time you guys are hearing this podcast, the backwards compatibility for Xbox original games on Xbox One will be a thing. So now you can either buy them digitally from the digital store for $9.99, or if you happen to still have the discs, you can insert these discs into your Xbox One and they will play. So a lot of people have been monkeying around with them, and then like there's actual visual upgrades to the games. They're running at 1080p, 60 frames per second.
You showed me Star Wars: Old Republic. That still looks like hot garbage.
I thought it looked much better.
It looks a little better. It looks a little better.
Doesn't the Steam version look better?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know.
But I mean, the point is that you're getting the little bit like a little bit of a bump there for like no extra money.
Now you're remastering the console before.
That's exactly what they said. They are like HD remasters.
This generation of consoles just sucks.
You're getting Ninja Gaiden Black 1080p, 60 frames per second. I know. I'm playing this 10-year-old game.
It's like, ooh, we play Final Fantasy 7 on the PC.
14-year-old game. 30
frames per second or something. You're like, I don't fucking want to see polygons anymore.
All right. Well, it'll have up to 4x the pixel count on the Xbox One and One S. 16 times the pixel count on the Xbox One X. So you had another reason to get your Xbox One X then there. 16x.
So it's gonna run flawlessly, like beautifully, and then the cutscenes. Anakin, Yoda. Like very slow dialogue. Oh my god, it's so stupid.
I think it's interesting that they're all in the digital store there. And
I mean, say what you want. Fucking Sony's like still like, no, never backwards compatibility, never gonna touch it.
I know. Just make it backwards. Maybe put a disc in.
It's literally flip a switch.
I said, put a disc in. Done.
I know it's not as literally flip.
It's
a switch.
fucking flip a switch.
It's not flip
put a disc in. That's
build it. It's different architecture. You have to build it.
I don't even want remastered games. I just want to fucking put in my old games.
Why do you want to put in your old games? Get new games.
That's how you break the games.
Get new games.
Get all these sharp edges and shit like that.
I get new games.
Here's Jet Moto. Oh, now you see all the edges. Like, it's like shit like that. I don't know. There's a reason why they're in the past. That's
true. I think that's it. Like,
sure.
I don't remember a whole lot of stuff. The NIS saying that Microsoft not very supportive of Japanese games.
Weird.
They're gonna add Xbox One X enhancements for the Master Chief Collection.
That's why you buy a Vita and get every anime game known to man.
No, not the Vita.
Holy shit, they just fucking dump those things out.
Yeah, I was like,
every week I go.
Someone created this on Newgrounds, just poured it over. Yeah. It's like, Jesus.
Witch's House got a fucking.
Speaking of Newgrounds, did you guys watch the new Donkey?
What the fuck?
I saw it, yeah.
Saw what?
New Donkey video.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Kind of inspirational for dudes like us.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, just keep making that shit show you were making. Eventually, you'll get it.
But try to improve it every time.
No. Well, I did. I made the boxes bigger.
Joey, I made the boxes bigger. That's it. We're done.
There's more of us.
We did it.
And less of
Donkey put out fucking Yoshis yelling at each other. Like,
yes,
he did.
All right. So what do we got coming up this week? We got
we have Mario
Odyssey, Wolfenstein,
and Assassin's Creed, which we're not
Assassin's Creed. I'm still working on getting a free copy of Assassin's Creed.
I know you are. Fucking A.
I mean,
I got a PlayStation if you want to fucking put it on it, I guess.
I mean,
don't fucking care.
I think that game's gonna have 4K enhancements, Kyle. You can put it in the Xbox One X. Download that 4K patch. That's another reason why I'm holding on to Mordor. Is like download this high-res packages, see what it looks like on 1080p.
That's why I'm holding on to Witcher, because I think they said there was one going to be for that too.
I think that. I mean, like, I don't know when that. So, just so you know, you can pre-download the 4K. Any game that has a 4K expansion, you got to go into like the little menu things and download all that stuff.
Woo!
So maybe start doing that now.
I bought Doom the other day for $20.
Doom's for good for $20.
Just get rid of Mordor. Just get rid of it.
I already did.
No, because I know what you're gonna do. Like, it looks good.
It looks good. It looks good.
That's it.
Eject.
It's just like right into the dumpster.
You just have like a paper shredder like right in front of your console.
No. You can trade it in.
He takes it like the 3DS.
You can trade it in. You can trade it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade in this fucking Xbox One. It has Shadow Mordor in it.
This fucking pre-installed.
4K.
Can't uninstall it.
I want an extra 40% bump in trade.
I don't even get started on it. Alf, buy my One S.
No,
dude, he's only looking for like $250.
Okay, I want a 4K system too. What the fuck?
Mine's 4K.
Huh?
Mine's 4K.
Then why do you want an X?
Because that's not 4K. It's not 4K gaming. All right.
It's right a 4K fucking Blu-ray.
It might just become like Christie's Xbox at this rate.
Let it be Henry's first Xbox.
You're Henry's first Xbox. That's what we started him off with.
Mighty number 9. There we go.
Oh no, Ukulele 2?
He'll hate you.
Ukulele 2?
He will resent you
I
for
want him
life.
to like games, not hate games.
Games are stupid. I'm going to play football, Dad.
Ooh,
okay, shit.
Get that scholarship. Get that scholarship, son. All right. Obviously, also, I have my charity stream this weekend. So if you're watching us live, it'll be right here. I'll be here doing the.
Hey Joey, I gotta ask you a question.
What?
Did you beat that Metroid?
Yeah. I'm fucking I beat it real good. It's all the end.
Fucking lying.
All the way to the end. I saved the animal.
Lying son of a bitch.
I did charge my 3DS the other day.
Oh, wait, that's a step in the right direction.
So I charged it so that I can play it.
By next week, we're gonna hear the theme music.
Yeah. What was it? But yeah, I got the stream thing. Jack
Black
Party Pack 4. I might pick
Jack
that
Black
up.
Party Pack 4.
I might pick that up. I've heard like mixed reviews on it. Like,
Jack Black with
good.
Jack Black playing Blackjack. With...
So
shut up.
If you're local to our area, you can send me a message on Facebook. I'll give you directions to come play with me. If you're,
games.
You gotta work the
games. Disclaim games, please.
No, we'll play whatever you want to play.
Just come play with me.
Whatever you want to play.
Jiggle the balls around.
I will have a small amount of crap up for auction. I'm probably gonna do that locally.
Auction or raffle?
Huh?
Auction or raffle?
Charity auction.
Charity auction.
Nice.
Just like I'll take a picture of it and put it on Facebook. Like just go on the Facebook page, put a bid in.
Whoever
has the highest bid.
This water bottle drank by Kyle.
Yeah, that's 25 cents.
25 cents.
Yeah, I only need the 25 cents. That's it. Obviously I'm gonna have some stuff from loot crates and things like that. I got some magic cards I'm not too happy about owning, so I'll donate that to charity. My donations this year have been really low, so I need to do what it's got to do to get that $1,000. So
that's cool, man.
Nice. Yeah. So.
We also have a charity magic draft coming up on Saturday.
Someone offered to do a draft.
Very nice dude offering up his time and magic cards in order to raise a little bit of money for the fucking show.
That helps.
Nice.
Yeah. So, like I said, if you're available Saturday all day into Sunday morning, that the last little stretch really helps out. If someone comes in, like, plays bats cleanup for me, like I'll just leave it. If you can come play ukulele from like 5 to 10.
No,
we're probably gonna be playing Mario Odyssey. A lot of it.
I'll be I'll be
here. I'll be here.
Mario Kart 8 probably.
I'm gonna.
You have had a time on this machine?
Hat
in time in this machine?
No, but I have Nidhogg 2 on this machine.
I want to play Hat in Time.
Then buy it and put it on this machine.
Don't tempt me.
You buy it.
I was like,
I mean, I might get
why don't you buy it?
We might do a little
as an incentive,
VR.
Donate $60 and let Alf play Hat in Time.
Yeah, there you go. Donation incentives for.
But I still have to buy it. Damn, wait.
A Hat in Time. Well, it says it's on the PS4.
It's not out yet.
Oh wait, that's right. It's only on PC. How much is it on Steam? 10 out of 10. $30. Get the fuck out of here.
That's why they got to donate 60.
Yeah, donate 60.
Oh, man.
30 for the shorties, 30 for me.
No. I'll just send a letter. I'll just send a note to the developer. Hey, I really want to play your game on stream for give me the code.
$15.
Fine. If they sent me a code for half off, I would still.
I would throw money for 15 for you.
Sure,
I would do it,
but not 30.
I want it.
Gears for breakfast. All right. I mean, obviously, so like I said, look out for that. All the money stays local, children's hospitals stuff. If you think you can do better, you can go to extra-life.org and sign up for yourself. Raise money for your own local children's hospital. That would really show me.
You can be a
that would teach me.
Make Joey look like shit.
That's right. That would really teach me a lesson.
You raise $2,000.
Fuck yeah,
man, you would make Joey look like hot garbage.
Dare you to make me look like garbage?
Dare you?
You fucking won't.
All right. So obviously we got that kind of stuff going on. I also have a hospital visit coming up tomorrow that I can talk about. And that's not going to be fun because I forgot to get a flu shot, so I got to wear the mask. Oh, yes. I love video games. Please, tell me more. So, all right. Alf.
This kid needs radiation.
Did you buy loot crates? All right. Obviously, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. Let us know how we're doing. I've had people come up to me and say that the episodes are sounding better. So, good job, boys. We've been doing it.
By people, do you mean Christy?
No, randos.
Randos? Okay, that's fun.
Randos.
That's fun.
And non-randos, but people.
a guy named Rando.
Non-Christy people.
Yeah, people who I don't see on the regular. Like, I listened to the last 3 episodes. They're pretty good. Thank you.
It didn't sound like you punched the microphone.
Yeah, you sound like you were.
Kyle wasn't fat guy breathing all over this time.
That's the truth.
Why is Alf hating on everything?
Yeah,
maybe he should stop seeing things. Stop reading. Stop doing everything.
He even hates the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ooh, I hate you, nostalgia.
You don't have to.
Stranger Things too.
I don't have to fucking say bye. Bye.